Is this thing on? Yeah, looks like it. I think I've reached an important point in many YouTubers' life when I get so hung up on editing and so on that I end up not uploading very much. So I'm just going to try to talk about what's been happening lately. And hopefully it'll be under 10 minutes in one take, and it'll be something I can upload. So, oh yeah, I just noticed. Went to Heaven's Door tonight to see Oh My God, You've Gone. This is the re-entry stamp for Heaven's Door. So that's one thing I did today. Yesterday. Was it yesterday? Today's Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yesterday morning I went to an optometrist. Ophthamologist, I think it's called. Yeah. Ophthalmologist for the first time in my life. Because, well, let's see. In about May, I think it was, I bought my first real pair of glasses ever for using with the computer at work. Because I noticed that the characters on the screen in recent months had started looking a little fuzzy. And I thought that was just eye tiredness and the characters on the screen being very small. But when I went to the States in, when was it? February, I noticed that the street signs were a little blurry at night. So a few weeks ago, before I went to the States for my grandfather's funeral, I bought another pair of glasses, just for driving. And particularly while getting these things made, I noticed that my left eye was a lot weaker than my right. So on Tuesday, I found an ophthalmologist, and in Japanese, ophthalmologist, gan kai? Yeah, that's what it is. Gankaisha-san. Gankaisha-san is ophthalmologist, I guess, and someone else said Meisha-san, eye doctor, or ophthalmologist, or... See, I don't even know the words in English, because I've never been to a proper ophthalmologist or optometrist in my life before. And let's see, the nice thing about this particular ophthalmologist, Gankaisha-san, not even used to saying it in English, so no way I can... here it is. Yeah. SasakiGanka.com. Turns out there's an ophthalmologist very close to where I live, and what's more, the doc there is a member of the American Academy of Ophthalmology, which I ended up being very grateful for. Let's see. Yeah, here we are. Because, well, I got pride, so I tried to keep the whole thing in Japanese, but there was, well, for example, one moment where she asked me, "Goro goro shimasu ka?" Which, when I heard goro goro, all I could think of is the sound that cats make, goro goro nyan toka, right? And I had no idea what she meant, so I made this confused face. And she said, "Falling sensation." And I said, "Aha! No, I don't have that." And she gave me a pretty good workup, much better than the local eyeglasses quickie shops can do. And she said that there's some sort of de ko boko, or, I don't know, like indentation or bumping on my left cornea. And the Japanese word for cornea, which I sort of learned while I was hearing it, is kaku maku. So, winding it back even further, what else has been going on lately? Recently I figured out why my toolbox. Yes, I've been in Japan long enough to have a toolbox. Recently I figured out why my toolbox smells like vomit. For a long time I thought it was only me, then I googled around and found it's a common problem in toolboxes, that they end up smelling like vomit. These guys. screwdrivers with handles made out of a particular kind of plastic. And this particular screwdriver, let me just, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, this particular screwdriver is made by PB Tools, and if you even go to their homepage, they brag about, where is that process? Yeah, if you go to their homepage, they even brag about their handles being made out of, what's it called again? Cellulose Acetate-Butyrate, or CAB. And they talk about how great and wonderful it is, but what they don't say is that cellulose acetate-butyrate, and I'm probably not even pronouncing it right, butyric acid is a part of that. And butyric acid is what gives vomit its smell. And over time, that plastic, CAB, sort of, well, let's see, what was the process called? Off-gassing. Sorry if this is getting too boring and scientific, but hey, it's important to me because it explains why my toolbox ended up smelling like vomit. Let's see. So anyways, through a process called off-gassing, butyric acid leaks out of the plastic and leaves your toolbox smelling like vomit. So, if you've got a toolbox, whether you live in Japan or not, and it ends up smelling not so nice, even if you've cleaned out the toolbox, try taking all your tools out and try putting them in separate Ziploc bags and see which one stinks the most, because that will hopefully tell you which one's the biggest culprit. And, oh god, yeah, I looked it up too. What was it? The Japanese word for cellulose acetate-butyrate. Gonna have to Google for that again. What was it? Yeah, you can tell I'm doing this at 1:30 in the morning without too much concern for editing. I remember what it is now. Saku-san, raku-san, Cellulose. Saku-san, raku-san, Cellulose. Cellulose. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, I'm Googling around for this right now just to make sure I can read it right. Saku-san, raku-san, Cellulose. That is the Japanese word for cellulose acetate-butyrate. Butyric acid, and I'm probably not pronouncing it right. That's the raku-san part. And the saku-san part, I guess, is the acetate part. And cellulose, that's easy enough to understand the katakana part. And yeah, so that was my big Japanese accomplishment for the week. So, if this thing hasn't reached 10 minutes by now, it should have. And I'm going to try uploading it without editing it, because when I edit things, I tend to get hung up on editing them. So that's it for now.